Hello, how are you? I hope that everybody is having a great Saturday, the second day of July 2022. And here we are in another session of learning English with Beatles. John, Paul, George. Welcome, Maximo. Okay, very well. Today we are going to, we continue with the record of every years. And the song that we are going to analyze today is Matchbox. Matchbox. This was a single. The single was with Matchbox, and on the inside was another rock and roll slow down. The version that we know is the one that since when Ringo is the leading boy in Matchbox, and Lennon is the slow down. Anyway, today I'm following the songs that are in the Beatles every year's record. We are going to talk about Matchbox. You know Matchbox? This is a Matchbox. And okay, a little information about the song. The song was originally written by Carl Perkins, and the Beatles performed the song several times in the cover. At the beginning, the first version, Beatles was still playing the notes with him. In fact, he was the lead voice, he was the lead singer. Then when there was a moment that Beatles had to leave the band, John Lennon also was the lead singer of the song. So that finally we will start Michelle, and that's wrong. The Beatles was the singer, was the leading voice in Matchbox. Another interesting fact, of course, is that George Martin played the piano. That's you know that George Martin was the producer. He was also a musician, and in some songs, the piano that we hear is played by George Martin. Okay, very well. Let's proceed to look at the lyrics. Matchbox, caja de cerillos. I said I'm sitting here watching Matchbox hole in my clothes. Dije que estoy sentado aquí mirando un hoyo de la caja de cerillos in my clothes. So the idea basically is that we are talking about a poor boy that maybe didn't have too much in the pockets, or a matchbox that in fact had produced a hole in the pockets. I said I'm sitting here wondering matchbox holes in the clothes. And dije que estoy sentado aquí wondering, sorprendiéndome acerca del hoyo de la capa de cerillos en mi box. I ain't got no matches, no tengo cerillos, but I should go a long way to go. Pero de seguro tengo un largo camino. I'm an old poor boy and I'm a long way from home. This expression old is related to old. In fact, this is not a spelling error. The word is used and it describes a good friend. A good friend, like when you say old man, not necessarily to a person of age. You can be talking with a very good friend, and then you use the expression old friend, old boy, and this is just like very, very informal. Okay, I'm an old boy, a very good friend of poor boy, and I'm a long way from home. Soy un buen amigo, un buen pobre, excuse me, un buen muchacho pobre. And I'm a long way from home, y estoy lejos de casa. I'm an old poor boy and I'm a long way from home. Soy un muchacho pobre, amigable, y estoy lejos de casa. I never be happy because everything I ever did was wrong. Nunca seré feliz porque todo lo que he hecho siempre estuvo mal. Well, if you don't want my peaches, honey, please don't shake my tree. Si no quieres mis granos, cariño, por favor, no sacudas mi árbol. This is an expression, of course. It's just like saying to the girl, if you are not interested in me, so please don't do things that make me think that you want something with me. And remember that for me, it's also me and you. But we use it like a tender word in romantic situations with romantic purposes. Well, if you don't want my peaches, honey, darling, dear, love, please don't mess around my tree. Por favor, no hagas travesuras o no hagas desorden alrededor de mi árbol. Don't cause me problems, okay? That's the intention. I got news for you, baby. Te tengo noticia, nena. Leave me here in misery. Déjame aquí en la miseria. This is spiritual misery, okay, not economical. Even though it seems that we live in misery economically from the economical perspective because he's a poor boy. Well, let me be your little dog till your big dog comes. Déjame ser tu perro pequeño mientras llega tu perro grande. Déjame ser tu perrita mientras llega tu perro. Okay, so obviously the idea here is that the girl has a boyfriend or maybe a husband. But that's not going to be a problem. That's not an issue. If she wants, I want. I can be her little dog. Hasta que llegue su perrote. Well, let me be your big dog. If your big dog comes, déjame ser tu perrito hasta que tu perrote llegue. And when the big dog gets here, y cuando tu perrote llegue aquí, watch how your puppy dog runs. Mira cómo tu cachorrito corre. Talking that we don't have problems with the big dog. So it's better running for one's life. I said I'm sitting here watching Matchbox boys in Beatles. Estoy sentado aquí mirando el estudio de las cancerillas en mis ropas. I said I'm sitting here watching Matchbox boys in the clothes. I said repeat it. I ain't got no matches, but I should, but I don't know it. Yeah, you see, so there is a hole, there is a hole. Ya no tiene sentido. Most probably the matchbox disappeared in that hole and they got no matches. No tengo cerillas, but I should, but I don't know. Pero sí, es cierto, un largo camino. So basically, this is the song, very literal. We don't have that many expressions like in other songs. But this good old boy is a noun, a white male southerner. So this is not the intention to be classic. Let's consider that this song was written many years ago. So this expression was used only to describe a white male southerner, the south of the USA, with an unpretentious, convivial manner and conservative or intolerant attitudes and a strong sense of fellowship with and loyalty to other members of his group. Okay, so very loyal to friends. That's the and it's related to old. So if we have it comes from old, and then we have the contraction and substituting the D that should be here according to the spelling with an apostrophe, good old boy. And then we have good old boy. But it's not related to the age, it's related to this description. A white boy and very friendly, loyal, a good person. Good old boy, white man, a man who's white, southerner, an American who lives in the south. So just consider that the song was written by Carl Perkins, and Carl Perkins in the year 1957, 2 years before I was born. And this is Carl Perkins. Okay, he was born in Tennessee. Tennessee is a state in the USA, in the South. So that's why the reference to Southern, to the expression, okay, to the old boy expression. And then we have a little reference to another song that was written in 1927. This song was written for a musician called Cole Blind Lemon Jefferson. Okay. This is Blind Lemon Jefferson. Lemon Jefferson was a blues musician, and he wrote a similar in the title song, not exactly in the lyrics, but they have something in common. So this is a different song, but it is entitled Matchbox Blues, and it was written in 1927, and they have some similarities. Let's take a look at the lyrics of this song. It is interesting. Very well. How far to the river, mama, walk down by the sea? ¿Qué tan lejos del río, mamá? O mami, okay. Camina río abajo para, no, camina río, camina por el mar, okay, walk down. This expression, walk down, is like following the flow of the, in this case, of the sea. And then how far from the river, ¿qué tan lejos del río? Walk down by the sea, camina a la orilla del mar, by the sea. I go those tadpoles and minnows all in over me. Okay, we are going to see what tadpoles and minnows are in a moment. Okay? And well, the translation, sorry. Tengo ajolotes y pececillos todos sobre mí, en todo mi cuerpo. And so just consider we're talking about the south of the USA, and we're talking about a river, and we're talking about 1927. So maybe he's crossing a lake or a river or something where he has got these animals, ajolotes y pececillos. Standing here wondering, will a matchbox hold my clothes? This is the similarity with Matchbox of Carl Perkins. Parado aquí preguntándome si una caja de cerillos mantendrá mis ropas. I'm sitting here wondering, okay, again, will a matchbox hold my clothes? Una caja de cerillos sostendrá mis ropas. I ain't got so many matches, but I got so far to go. And another similarity with Carl Perkins. No tengo muchos cerillos, pero sí tengo una gran distancia por recorrer. Lord, Lord, who may your manager be? Señor, Señor, ¿quién ha de ser tu administrador? Hey, mamá, ¿quién ha de ser tu administrador? Who may your manager be? Reason I ask so many questions. Esa es la razón por la que pregunto muchas preguntas, ¿no? Esa es la razón por la que pregunto. Just consider that in English we have a different word for the verb, ask, preguntar, and a different word for the noun, question, pregunta. So in Spanish, we don't listen very well if somebody says preguntar, preguntas. But in English, you can appropriately say ask questions. Can you make friends match for me? No puedes hacer amigos, no puedes hacer amigos con los que empaten conmigo. So we're talking about that friends similar to me, so that we can get along very well. I got a girl cross town the crochet all the time. Tengo una chica cross town, cruzando el pueblo. Ella hace crochet todo el tiempo. In a moment, we are going to see the tadpoles, the minnows, and crochet. Or is it coochie? And now in a moment, we are going to see what coochie is, okay? I got a girl cross town crochet all the time. Tengo una chica cruzando el pueblo que hace crochet todo el tiempo. ¿O será coochie? Okay, remember the Flintstones and coochie, okay? I got a girl cross town crochet all the time. Mama, if you don't quit crochet, you're gonna lose your mind. Mami, si no renuncias al crochet, vas a perder tu mente. Te vas a volver loca, okay? Lose your mind, you're going to be crazy. I wouldn't mind marrying, but I can't stand settling down. No me importa casar, no me importa marry, no me importa el matrimonio, pero no puedo soportar quedarme quieto, establecerme, okay? Echar raíces. I don't mind marrying, but Lord, settling down. No me importa casarme, pero Señor, que establecerme, quedarme hacerme sedentario. I'm gonna act like a preacher so I can ride from town to town. Voy a actuar como predicador para poder viajar de pueblo a pueblo. That's a good idea. Okay. Well, I'm leaving town, but that won't make me stay. Bueno, estoy dejando el pueblo, pero eso no me hará permanecer. I'm leaving town, crying won't make me stay. Estoy dejando el pueblo. Llorar no va a hacer que me quede. Baby, the more you cry, the farther you drive me away. Nena, mientras más lloras, lo más lejos que me estás enviando. Okay, and this is the son of Blind Lemon Jefferson, and the year was 1927. And of course, I am going to look for it in YouTube so that you can listen to both songs, the one of Perkins and the one of this Blind Lemon singer. Okay, tadpole, the larva of frogs and toads. Look at the picture. Living in water, having internal gills and a tail. Gills are what they have. They don't have lungs. They have gills so that they are able to breathe in the oxygen that it is in the water, as well as fish. Okay? Gill, the breathing organ of some water animals. As fish, they breathe oxygen dissolved in water. And minnow, a small fish of fresh waters. And then we have crochet, needlework done with a hook needle. This is a hook needle. Look at the needle and look at the hook. And crochet for pulling the thread or yarn through interconnected loops. Okay, these are we can see the loops in the crotching. Okay, and thread and yarn is the material that they use for crocheting. And coochie, okay, coochie. Okay, cooch, also cooch dance, coochie. A sinuous quasi-oriental dance performed by a woman and characterized chiefly by suggestive gyrating and shaking of the body. Probably, just probably, the references to this dancing, or maybe to a sex reference. I don't know exactly. I will do some research in the internet to see if I can find what is the most appropriate reference. But in the meantime, we can consider that the singer is referring to crocheting or dancing. Okay, but you know, this is a very sinuous quasi-oriental dance. And this is thread, the thread that is used for crocheting, and this material is yarn. Okay, what's the word for this in Spanish? That's your homework, okay? This is yarn. Okay, very well. So this is it. I hope that you enjoy this session, and I hope that you can appreciate my effort. I do it with a lot of love for you, for the people, 2 or 3, I guess, who take the time to watch my videos. And I hope that I am motivating, that this is kind of an inspiration for you to improve your English, to learn English. You can practice, you can apply. Music is very good for practicing English, and the Beatles is a very good idea because we have a lot of beautiful songs. So, Matchbox, and I can say that before I go, I know that just as in the song, I ain't got no matches, but I sure got a lot way to go. Bye-bye. See you. Excellent weekend. See you soon.